Welcome back to Bo's Garage, y'all. Today's video we're gonna do something a little bit different. We're gonna do a list of to buy and not to buy General Motors products. This is your brand new cars. I'm not talking used cars. This is new cars. Let's say you're heading out and say, you know what? I'm gonna go by the Chevrolet Buick GMC store and go get me a new car. I will not include Cadillac on this list, and the reason being, one, I don't work at a Cadillac dealer. Cadillacs are a little funny when it comes to their stuff. When you have a Cadillac, you have to go to a Cadillac dealer to get any recalls done. And if you have a service plan, which Cadillac offers a lot of service plans, you have to go to Cadillac for that. So it's a little funny when it comes to GM, plus their model range is a little different. So with that being said, we're just going to kind of Cadillac out the way. Plus, the only experience I have with a new Cadillac is the Cadillac XT6, and it is a pile of shit. So we'll save Cadillac for another day. But today's video, we're going to talk about your core brands, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC. And these are the models of SUVs I would purchase, I would recommend to purchase, against the ones that are not to purchase. And this is coming from somebody that works for GM, that sees what goes on in the shop, sees what breaks, sees what's good, sees what's bad. This is my opinion, okay? Now, with that being said, we're gonna kick the, sorry, I gotta move this up, wait. We're gonna kick the list off, starting with, on not to buy, the Buick Envista / Trax, Chevrolet Trax. Now these Korean-made little honeys they're cheap. They're very cheap and affordable cars. However, I have seen a lot of them come in with cooling fan issues, overheating issues, and with the Envistas, trim panels like bowing up and falling off has been a big problem. So to me, I would wait a model year or two before I would look at the Envista and Trax. That's just me, but they are fresh off the line, so there's going to be kinks of me personally. In that small category, I personally would recommend a Encore GX with the 1.3 liter and 9-speed automatic. Do not get the CVT version and do not get the 1.2 liter. I've seen massively more 1.2 liters with turbocharger failures, and then obviously the CVT is a CVT. No. So me personally, and I owned one with the 9-speed and the 1.3, decent little car. Personally, it was a little too small for me. I'm 6'5", but all in all, it was not a bad car. I personally would recommend one. The next one on the list is to recommend, not to recommend. These are the same cars, but they have different engines. And that is the GMC Terrain and Chevrolet Equinox with the 1.5 liter. I would not recommend purchasing one. The 1.5 liter, I've seen a good bit of vacuum pump failures, turbocharger failures. It's been a problematic little motor the past couple of model years, so I'd avoid it. What I'd recommend to buy in that category is the Equinox and Terrain with the 2.0, the LSY. Now, with that being said, there is another car that is on this list I will not put on this list because I don't recommend you buy the motherfucker at all. And that is a Chevrolet Blazer, because that is a scourge of humanity, and how dare GM name that thing a fucking Blazer. I hate that car. Moving on. Now, the one I would recommend to buy in a small SUV category over any small SUV, and this is from personal ownership experience and also seeing it on the road and in the shop, and that is the Buick Envision. It comes powered with one engine, the 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder with a 9-speed automatic. All 2024 and up models are equipped with all-wheel drive from the factory. The all-wheel drive system is fantastic in it. The 2.0 is peppy, it's fun. I like it. The Envision, in my opinion, was more fun to drive than the Honda Civic Si I had beforehand. And even though the Envision doesn't have God's transmission, it's not a manual, the turbo will sing to you in this little car. It is a fun, peppy little car that does everything. I'm 6'5", I fit comfortably, I can fit all three of my kids in the back, and it's got a solid trunk space and can tow pretty well. Now, GM only rates it for 1,500 pounds, which is bullshit, because its platform twin, which uses the same everything, is rated for 3,500 pounds, and that's the Cadillac XT4. And I know for a fact I've put 4,000 pounds behind that car, and it's drug it like there ain't shit back there. So, with that being said, I'd recommend a Buick Envision tenfold. Now we're going to get to large SUVs, well, larger SUVs. Now, the largest SUVs I'm going to leave off this list. They're going to be in the truck video, which will come tomorrow, because they are truck-based. So the way I look at it, they use the same drive lines as the trucks. So I'm going to lump them into the truck video. Now, the large SUV that's not truck-based that I would not recommend to purchase is the new body style Chevrolet Traverse, GMC Acadia, and Buick Enclave. They're having the first model year blues. GM dropped the 3.6 liter, thank you. And unfortunately, they dropped the 9-speed automatic. The 9-speed automatic, in my opinion, is a substantially better transmission. Now they use the 8-speed automatic, and we have seen a substantial number of transmission failures. So, and this is not just me, you can feel free to click on that Google machine and it will bring up a record number of people complaining. Now, I chalk it up to first model year blues. You know, every car, I don't care the manufacturer, the first model year is always a problem child. Especially a total redesign like this was, where the past 2 refreshes were just a refresh over the same body style. Now, with that being said, what I would recommend to buy, if you can find one, is the outgoing generation Buick Enclave, GMC Acadia, or Chevrolet Traverse. Most of the Traverses and Acadias are kind of already gone now, the old body style. However, the Buick Enclave went for one more model year on the old body style. So it comes equipped with a 3.6 liter V6 and a 9-speed automatic. The 3.6 liter V6, I'm not the biggest fan of that engine. As if you've seen my older videos, you can understand. I own one of these cars though. And if you're going to buy a new GM SUV, I personally, this is me, all right? The Traverse, Acadia, Enclave, and XT6 and 5 are on the same platform. Well, I've owned the XT6, which, you know, Cadillac's supposed to be the fanciest, the most luxurious. I will tell you from personal experience, it's not the most luxurious. To me, in my opinion, the Buick Enclave is more luxurious than the XT6. It rides better than the XT6. The interior is just all around better. You don't have a ginormous fucking screen. I hate big screens. You have more physical controls, but you still have a nice infotainment screen that's very well to deal with. So personally, I would recommend the Enclave. Just the outgoing generation, the 2024 and older model year, or 2023 and older on the Acadia and Traverse sides. You can still catch some of those still hanging around in dealer lots. So personally, that's my recommendation. Now, I know there's probably going to be people like, oh, what about this? You know, this is just, like I said, this is my opinion as somebody that works at a General Motors dealer and has worked for General Motors for quite a few years now. This is what I see in the shop, what I see on the road. These are my personal recommendations to you if you are set to purchase a new GM vehicle. I will also tell you this flat out. If you purchase a new GM vehicle, make sure you get an extended warranty. I recommend through LDS or Ally. They usually are very partnered with GM. So usually anytime you have a problem with a GM car, they'll be like, got you, boom. Fact of business, I just had to call Ally a while back because we had transmission mounts fail on my wife's Enclave, which I think that was more on us, not really the car. But I'll get into that another time. But boom, taken care of, not a problem. Do not go with Phoenix or any of these cheap run-of-the-mill. Spend the money, get a good Ally or LDS policy if you have a new GM vehicle. Now, with that also being said, like I said, the Tahoes, Suburbans, Yukons, we're going to go over them in the next video tomorrow, talking about what to buy, not to buy with trucks, because to me, they're a truck-based SUV. They share their powertrains with the trucks, so the way I look at it, they should be put in the category with the trucks. Now, if there's any other topic or cars you would like me to discuss, please comment down below. Also, if you are in the South Mississippi, South Louisiana area and South Alabama, Friday, November 29th at 6 p.m., we will be having a car meet at 228 Customs. It's Black Friday car meet. 228 Cocina is going to be there. It is a taco truck that is phenomenal. Really good food at a reasonable price. Please feel free to come out, support 228 Customs. They're a really good friend of the channel, and a really good friend of mine. Love the guys substantially down there. So make sure you come out. I'll be out there with either the Turbo Buick or the Project Dodge. I'm not sure which one I'm driving yet. Probably the Dodge. But please come out, hang out, meet everybody. Talk to Zach if you're wanting to see about getting some stuff done to your car. He does great work. I will back him 110%. Get you some food while you're there. 228 Cocina, really good taco truck. Get the birria tacos. They're fucking great. I love them. Like, I could eat those every day of the week. They're really good. With that all being said, thank you so much for watching. I hope you join me next time. Thank you.